Out on that note with Velma, by the way. Daphne voice actor SLAMS Velma show. Scooby-Doo fans deserve better.
Let's check in with Velma, see how things are going. Oh, it's back down to 50%. It's funny because every time this happens, a critic will run in and give this a better score so that it doesn't dip below 50%, which it's already done once. It actually dipped to 46 or 48%. Oh. And then some good reviews magically rolled in to fix it.
It's crazy.
Audience score seems to be staying at 6%, which is pretty bad. And we've talked about that before. This is now the third worst rated show of all time. Whew. Quite an accomplishment. Mindy Kaling should be very proud of herself. You have to try to do that, I think. Like, that's to get to that level of failure. It's an accomplishment in itself. It really is. Yep. It really is.
Yep. I agree.
So I'm eagerly awaiting the moment that this drops below 50%. What an embarrassing feat it'll be when this is lower than 50 permanently. Only 28 ratings. You know what's funny about this show? I really did think that this was going to get the Santa Inc. treatment, which still...
Like 28 ratings, it's on 50%, which means it's so much easier to get it high up because there is low amount of critic rating. But on the other side, we have 6% with 8,680 ratings. So this would be the most accurate rating out there.
I believe has no ratings for its Rotten Tomatoes because they just didn't want to go there with it. Everyone just stayed away from it because it was so bad that they didn't want to go against it because, well, it's doing all the right things that they like this show does. But this show, you actually had 28 souls willing to give it a rating, critic size. And so that's just kind of funny. Everyone's willing to step up and say, this is shit. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's Seth Rogen. Maybe that's why they didn't want to criticize Santa Inc. because they're all afraid of him. Wasn't it him and Sarah Silverman? Maybe they didn't want to criticize them. So things not going well. Got even worse, actually, because you actually have an alumni.
Jeepers. Velma becomes worst-rated animated TV series in IMDb history. The worst animated. I think it's like it knocked down. Was it Dragon Ball? I don't know. What, something animated.
Scooby-Doo.
Had such a bad
this
rating.
Woman played Daphne on a version of Scooby-Doo. I don't think she played the original. She's too young for that. She played a Daphne, I think, from... Maybe she did play the original. I don't know. I don't think she did.
Oh, that's her?
There's no way she played the original Daphne. I think she played her on a more recent version of her.
See, it even says, great Delizel, Emmy Losing singer. I love her info. Emmy Losing. I play Martin on The Simpsons and Daphne on Scooby-Doo. So she does, and she shaded it.
But either way, she did play a Daphne, and she's taken some shots at the show. She said, Jeepers.
Oy, oy, oy.
Jeepers.
Shady.
Which means it's bad.
Yep.
And she posts this picture. Velma becomes worst rated animated TV series in IMDb history. And somebody says to her, every time they don't have you back as Daphne, that edition of Scooby-Doo is a disaster. Wonder why. And she posts a couple of hearts and nail polish meme or emojis.
I mean, imagine making a show about Scooby-Doo without Scooby-Doo, like from Scooby-Doo. Like, you have all the other characters except him.
So I wonder if she watched it and didn't hate it. Now, what's funny, usually...
Hey, yo, Fred's a rich white guy with a tiny... Jinky, shut the F... Oh, my God.
Fred's a rich white guy. Jinky, shut the F up. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to use that as a thumbnail eventually. But everyone in here is laughing and agreeing.
Yeah.
And agreeing.
Not hard. Not
Because
hard
the
to do
show is
that.
shit. You're a better Daphne.
I mean, of course.
At last, you finally acknowledge this crappy Scooby-Doo spin-off existence. So what's your opinion on Velma? I missed this Daphne already. Gray really said trolled.
Yeah, I
Zoinks.
hope and wish that this
Don't
is
think
not
it
the
would be a
last
ripoff,
adaptation
and
of
thought they would at least
Scooby-Doo
ask
that we're
you
gonna
to
see.
play Daphne since you're one of the best voices I know to do her. There's no
See,
love
like,
for this
exactly
franchise
what this guy says. Can't wait for a regular new series with all the original cast.
in this series. They only have the tie-in to get a reaction. If these characters went by any other names, no one would watch or care, but real fans know the gang is better than this. That's actually a very true comment. If they had gone with original characters and done their own thing, nobody would be watching this and nobody would care. I wouldn't be making videos on it.
True.
I wouldn't be talking about it.
If
I don't
they
care.
literally just brought another Scooby-Doo, exactly the same animation, everything with just a different twist of a title, literally nobody would even, yeah, it's just another Scooby-Doo. You know? So in a way, that's true.
What they do with original characters. Put it out there to die. Or be good. But given what they've done with this, it wouldn't have mattered if they had made original characters or not. It would have been shit. It would have been awful. No one would have wanted to touch it. So it's just, I like seeing this. It's funny. Please stop calling her Velma. It's not Velma. It's Mindy. Just another egotistical self-insert. I actually agree. So everyone in here is trashing it.
Yeah.
Everyone in here is trashing it, and I think that that's hilarious because it's awful. Some people are covering it. Gray DeLisi, voice of Daphne, throws shade at Velma. Jeepers. And then you see a picture of Daphne there on a stage, and then the other one is a screenshot of what she posted. This is from
like representation
the
of
Cartoon News and at Scooby History. Now, I don't think any of these are official
And Twitter
accounts
is such a shady
of
place,
Cartoon
bro.
Network or Warner's. Just fan accounts. But even the fan accounts are shitting on Velma.
Of course.
Nobody's running defense for this show. That shows you how bad it is. It really is.
No one even
Because
dares,
usually,
right?
when something like this happens, and a couple have tried,
Especially on
they'll
Twitter.
run out and they'll run damage control.
Yeah. Especially on Twitter. Damage control on Twitter is existing in every topic of everything. Like, usually there's a lot of people who love to hate, but there's a lot of people who love to love and come to defense as if they're the heroes of such a show. You know, they're like the biggest fans and whatnot. They're the knight in armor, and they're trying to defend it with their soul, bro. They go the distance. Not this time. This is the first time that I see that actually even Twitter as a whole, almost, of course, there's a small percentage of people who don't agree, but as a whole, agreeing on the same, that this show is trash. I haven't watched even one episode, and I do not even plan to. I don't want to. This
And
is
they'll
enough,
try to,
and more than
you
enough.
know, shit on the fans and make the fans that don't like this stuff look bad. And they tried that. And it didn't work because everyone's actually watched this and agrees that it's awful. That's why it's the third worst television series of all
I really
time.
don't consider this a version of Scooby-Doo because it doesn't
speaks for
have
itself
Scooby-Doo
on
or
how
Shaggy.
bad it is.
It has some type of Shaggy.
So, you know, you can call it review bombing
his
or
name.
whatever you want, but it's not really going to work this time. And that makes me love this even more. I love seeing this show
but this
go down.
was okay. This is tweeted by CCN and Scooby-Doo History. Now I don't know if this is like original accounts. It does have a lot of views though.
In flames because it deserves to.
Yeah,
You took a beloved franchise and you shit on it, and you expect people to praise that just because it's woke? No,
nah, that
No,
doesn't go.
I don't think so. And Mindy Kaling's getting a lot of heat. A lot of heat. A lot of people trying to run defense for her, and it's not working. I wonder if she'll be able to work again after this, to be honest.
Oy, oy.
Because, I mean, you put something like out, you've now lost Warner, probably a couple $1 million in the toilet. We'll see. I guess it'll depend if that season 2 really happens. And if that season 2 happens, then
Didn't
F.
they already
Warner,
announce
well, F.
season
Warner
2?
anyway, but you
thought
then
they
you, at this
already
point you will
announced it.
deserve all of the hate and money that you lose. But look at this. I just wanted to bring this up before we end the video. CBR.com made an article not too long ago.
Velma solves the mystery of its most toxic male, and it's not Fred.
Talking about how this version of Shaggy
Interesting.
is the best version yet. And now they put out a video, or now they put out an article saying Velma solves the mystery of the most toxic male, and it's not Fred. No, it's now Shaggy. So now CBR.com doing
so
an
they
about
have Shaggy.
face, because they've realized that, because they always run damage control. Now they've realized that even the people that they're trying to please hate this show, so now they're flipping the script. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Throw a like up. Check out my Rumble.
This guy. He the only problem I have, he speaks really slow. I am a really fast-paced woman, like when I speak and with my content and stuff. And it's for me really hard to sit down and have an 8-minute conversation with just a couple of sentences. Like I have to fill the space. But I really like how he calms me down and brings the thoughts to the surface slowly. So it kind of boils in your brain a bit before it comes out of your mouth, so you are more careful about what you say and you just blah 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 all the time. I usually tend to like say a lot of things and then I'm like, hey, let's back it up. I said some things wrong or not the right way. If I was thinking about these things a bit more and was calm and took my time, it would be different. However, this is live and it's happening in real time, and as a content creator I was always used to like fill the gap and make it more entertaining for people to watch, because people get bored of such things. When there's too much space, they tend to you are giving them a lot of free roaming, a lot of space for free roaming. And today, if you give people a lot of space for free roaming, they tend to diverge and go to the next best thing. That's why you have a lot of content that is short, like the shorts, the reels and stuff like that, because the attention span is really short with people nowadays when it comes to media, and it's really hard to keep them interested for a long time. But what I wanted to say, the last thing about this, when he mentioned the woke as well, I completely agree with him. The problem with woke, they're trying to shove woke in everything and every type of series and movies and what's not, and their representation sucks. It's like it's important for them just to represent, but it doesn't matter the essence of the representation, the storytelling or whatever comes behind it, the history behind it. They're making it just so superficial, and they don't give the attention to it. They don't really focus on giving you a good woke story. If they are really caring, they should go deep down a bit, deep down, right? That's the word. Like they should really make the effort of bringing you a story that matters, that people are interested in listening to, and then of course representing the woke in it, not just because it's woke. Because it's woke is the worst thing that is happening in 2022 and 2023 right now. And I hope it's just gonna be better, not worse. I hope they start listening to us. Yep, that's just what I'm trying to say.